on the question of China, I just want to note that Trump's two of his policies, in fact, one, and so this goes beyond China as well, but in particular the tariffs that Trump intends to impose on China, that he's campaigned on, are going to be devastating to the American economy and will greatly intensify inflation. So he's really planting the seeds of his own dysfunction and eventual demise, I think. He's going to very much undermine his political support and the condition of American workers, which is already extremely precarious, with something like 65% of all Americans living paycheck to paycheck, half of Americans really struggling to keep a roof over its head. And we know that so many people who voted for Trump were not really voting for him. They were really just voting against the neoliberal policies of the Democrats. And are particularly in very deep struggle financially. So he's going to really undermine the kind of the consensus that he needs in order to move his policies forward. So I think we will see enormous resistance here in this country, not only because inflation will get much worse, but also his policies on immigration. That too, if he proceeds with mass deportations, not only will that be extremely expensive, it's supposed to be basically $100 billion a year, something like that, but it will also be another massive disruption to the economy and will also contribute to inflation here. So I think we can expect there to be enormous resistance to Trump's policies across the board. So that to me is hopeful and, just confirms that there's a lot of room for collaboration, for resistance. There's a rally taking place on the 20th on Inauguration Day, a fight back rally, which is, going to help launch kind of a greater voice for political resistance. And just briefly speaking to what Charles pointed out with the Arab American and the Muslim American community, there are many, many voters, I think, in this country who are on the verge of flipping to a progressive, independent, socialist, internationalist point of view. And that's definitely something I think that's really important for us to support in this country because, for better or worse, the political dynamics in this country are going to reverberate enormously around the world. But the more solidarity we can have, I think, the more we can leverage this major transition in global dynamics that's taking place right now as the empire basically, winds down in its final days to make the transition as quickly and peacefully as we can to the multipolar world that we actually are. Thank you so much.